What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. I am Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is good to have you with me in the lounge today. Welcome to the channel that is for nerds. That's what we are here. They're just I had a big hype train there that I was going to do, but honestly, we're just a place for nerds. We're just a place where you and I and my crew can get together and talk about the things that we love, things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, loads of nonsense on the internet, and so much more. That's right. We get the ire of some people, but we're not trying to. We're just some good old boys. Never meaning no harm. Beats all you ever saw. Been in trouble with the law since the day we were born. Straightening the curves, flattening the hills. Someday the law might get us, someday the mountain might get us, but the law never will. Making our way the only way we know how. You just can't start that without finishing it. Hey guys, it is good to have you all in the lounge with me tonight, and we're back for the big show. I love this show. This is one of my favorite shows that we do. This course is called 2 cents on nonsense, and it's not just my cents, because if it was just mine, it would just be 1 cent. But y'all know you got to have at least 2 cents to make it worthwhile. And ladies and gentlemen, the second side of my penny, the second penny to my 2 cents. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me now to the Poindexter Lounge, Mr. Johnny Pop. How you doing, Johnny?
Hello. I'm doing well, Enosh. It's safe, right? I was gonna say that, like, it's safe.
No, it's never safe. It's never safe.
Oh.
You know what? You're right. This is our first 2 cents on nonsense back since the big controversy, isn't it?
It is.
Has it been that long?
It has. It's been almost 3 weeks, I think, or more. Like, time has gotten away from us, but like, I don't know. Time goes by quickly, but comments on YouTube are forever unless you delete them.
Oh man. Wow. I can't believe it's been about 2.5 weeks since we last did a 2 cents on nonsense. So first of all, my apologies to everyone out there watching, because I just didn't realize it's actually been, I kind of took last week off. I took last week a little bit to kind of regroup, refresh, as it were, and have some fun with my family. But man, yeah, it has been. If you don't know what we're talking about, a couple of weeks ago, we did a big, apparently what turned out to be controversial. Chin Fin, you're right. To be fair, everyone warned you that Saw Theory fans would reel out. Yes,
you're right, Chin. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so we did. It wasn't even a negative against Star Wars Theory, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
love Star Wars.
I love Star Wars Theory. In fact, I want to tell everyone something. Yes, Aaron Entertainment. It was the Ray Palpatine conspiracy theory, the Talama Parkwell I'm a Palpatine issue.
Pretty good.
We handled it pretty well, I thought, but we did not attack Star Wars Theory. We love Star Wars Theory. I love the dude. I love his fan film. And speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, just today I did an interview with a guy named Magnus Edlin from Sweden, and so you guys, I'm not wearing it. Well, I am wearing it actually. It's underneath this shirt. You guys all know of course the Poindexter Lounge logo, the old one, right? This one right here.
Yes.
This beautiful shirt right here, ladies and gentlemen.
The classic.
The classic. This will now be Poindexter Classic. It's like Classic Coke. My shirt keeps riding up on me. I'm not going to get a clear shot of it. I just wish that
it's like Windows Vista. It was there for a while, and now
I know. Like I wish maybe that I had something I could show. Oh, you mean like one of these maybe, like the Poindexter Lounge T-shirts? Yeah. So Magnus actually designed our old logo, and he because I just had a bunch of crappy stuff out there before, and so he designed the old Poindexter Lounge logo, and actually did the animation for when you guys see the Poindexter Lounge logo swing in and everything, and then the animation as we go to the outro, when we're done with our video, and you see this part. Yeah, so I did the audio and stuff, but he did all the video for us and stuff, and he actually worked on Vader Shards of the Past.
Yeah,
that he actually did a lot of the animation for that. He did a lot of animation for that for Star Wars Theory, and so I just interviewed him today. It's so funny. He's been a friend of the channel for a long time, and actually found us because of Star Wars Theory. Because yes, I know it's hard to believe after a couple of weeks ago, but Star Wars Theory literally put out our video and thanked us and commented on our video, and we supported him, and we got it all worked out. Now, I have not heard back from Star Wars Theory. I do want to make it very clear. I reached out to Star Wars Theory. I sent him an email, and I just said, hey, man, I appreciate what you do. We were not trying to mock you. We were not trying to make fun of you. It was simply the theory, which wasn't even his. It was another guy, so am I backtracking a little bit, but not because of what we did, more so because of how it was.
We're just adding a little bit of color to that so that people understand what was going on.
Now here's one thing though that I totally stand behind, and that is, look, when we talk about Mike Zeroh and we talk about Doomcock, straight up, guys, no, it ain't like that. It ain't a thing of respect. Although I will say, Mike and Mike and I were talking before the show because it's all a play. He works for Disney, right?
Exactly,
and he works for the Poindexter Lounge too. Johnny and I were talking about this before, and there's going to come a point here in the video today where you're going to hear Mike say something, and we're going to talk about it a little bit because Mike is very smart. He's the clickbaitiest clickbaiter that ever clickbaited a click while baiting. What? Wait, no, that wasn't right.
Let's strike that. Let's rewind. Okay.
Wow. It's unscripted, ladies and gentlemen. It's all downhill from here.
Ooh.
I swear. Oh man.
That's great.
Man. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, now I'm going to turn all kinds of red. No, so the thing is that we were talking about though is that he may be a clickbaiter, but he knows what he's doing. He uses specific keywords. He knows how to say things to get out in the algorithm of YouTube and get his videos watched. And so, but it's interesting because, and we even said in our video back then, a couple weeks ago that I do not in any way put Star Wars Theory in the same grouping as
no
as those two guys, for sure. No, it's not even close, guys.
No.
I respect Star Wars Theory. Look, everybody's got their own theories about different things and stuff, and and that's fine. That's fine. But this just wasn't his theory. This was somebody else's theory, and Star Wars Theory, if he went with it, and I just I just thought it was silly. We all thought it was silly, but we've moved on since, and now we're here back into our usual Shark Tank, as it were. And oh wait, was that maybe a tie-in? If you have not seen it yet, you should check out my latest Mark Uno video, my parodies of Mike Zeroh, where Mark Uno just doesn't even make any bones about being a Mike Zeroh parody. He just goes ahead and he parodied Mike Zeroh. So it's a parody of a parody doing a parody.
It's great. So
it's Mike Zeroh. What we should do is we should go back at some point, Johnny, and actually do 2 cents on nonsense on actual Mark Uno videos.
We should. That would be great.
That'd be fun.
That would be great.
So tonight, folks, we got a twofer. We're gonna talk about Doomcock a little bit, but honestly, the show is not going to be about Doomcock tonight. We are doing a Mike Zeroh video, but I did see some stuff from Doomcock that I just, man, it really bothered me. So on a real serious level, not even being tongue in cheek and funny, it was something that really bothered me. Some of this stuff sometimes, you just go, oh, okay, that's funny. And, and you realize, hey, they're just being silly, whatever. But then there's some stuff that you see that you're like, that's not cool. And this was something that I felt that Doomcock did this week that was just not cool. But before we do that, I do want to say hi to everyone who is here. Welcome, Gavin. Gavin is one of our moderators. He's over in the UK. He's holding it down. So if you get out of line, Gavin will put you in your place. What's
Gavin
up, Aaron?
Brings a heavy hammer.
Absolutely. What's up, Aaron Entertainment? What's up, Geeks Cosmics Entertainment?
Geeks.
Employers to Doomcock. This is not the droid we were looking for.
Leave.
But what if Dollars Films? What if
Dollars? You could be onto something there.
Oh my gosh. What's up, Darth Tasty? Good to see you tonight. What's up, Ray's Collection? I am doing well, thank you. Chubby says, yes, this is going to make my Monday. I hope so. I hope we don't disappoint you and let you down now that we've been hyped up so much. What's up, Jeff Gleffelty? Good to see you. Let's see. Who else is in here? Andrew Casali's in here. Yes, and Andrew Casali is going to be on Nicotina's stream later tonight at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So go support that. I do have to apologize to my good friend Dawson, because he is streaming right now. I went over and I said hi to him, and Nicotina was on there. We can only stream when we can, and there's too many of us all streaming all at the same time sometimes, but yeah.
But you can check us or him on the rewatch, no big deal.
Absolutely. Master of None says, yes, 2 cents. This is my jam. Right. And welcome to Master of None. Brian is awesome. It's always great to have him on the channel. He was awesome last night. And I haven't even got to make up a new thing yet, but Master of None is one of our new Patreon supporters, along with Dawson from Nerdy in Many Ways, which is a high honor.
Thank you guys.
I'm blessed when people in general support the channel and become Patreon supporters, and that blesses me in many ways. But not to be tongue-in-cheek with Nerdy in Many Ways, but the thing is that when guys that you actually stream with, that are like part of your channel and come on and do stuff with you, when they support your channel and they believe in what you're doing, man, that just means a lot to me, and I greatly appreciate that. And then we also have another new Patreon supporter, and I'm trying Del Rey. Derrell, I'm sorry, Derrell McMillan. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we got 3 new Patreon supporters. So I haven't even had a chance yet to make up a new a piece of artwork with all of our new Patreon supporters. So thank you to all of you guys. You guys are awesome. Speaking of our Patreon supporters, this month, everybody knows Patreon supporters and anyone who gives in the super chat during the month, or you can find all of our links down in the description below. We take PayPal. A lot of people like to do that because more of the money comes to us that way, and you're really there to support the channel, people tell me. And so, you don't want YouTube getting the money, I don't care how you support it. If you're just able to support, I'm thankful. And also, of course, there's the ever infamous, where is it?
Cash App.
And for ever infamous Cash App that's down there as well. But this month, folks, we do a giveaway every month. This month's giveaway is the Matrix trilogy on Blu-ray. Brand new Matrix trilogy there on Blu-ray, and then here's a little extra thrown in. This is used but slightly used, and it's rewrapped and everything. So for you, it's the Animatrix, and we talked about this here on the channel. If you have not seen the Animatrix, it's a bunch of shorts that just go right along with the Matrix. And the most important thing is there's a 2-parter little animation on here called The Second Renaissance, parts 1 and 2. Which, if you've not watched this, you will not understand the Matrix.
Yeah, fully. It really opens up that whole series.
Yes, it does. Well, it shows you basically that the humans are at fault and in the wrong, Johnny, for what happens in the Matrix. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. So what's up, Banar 6? Good to see you, Gavin. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just trying to see who else is.
Henry's here.
I said hi to Dollars Films. Andrew, just looking down the line. Chin Fin, we said hello to. I love that name. Let's see who else is here. Just real quick. Well, it is good. It's good to see everyone. Arthur, what's up, Arthur Morgan?
Oh, Arthur
says so excited for season 2 of The Mandalorian, season 3 of Cobra Kai. Dude, I gotta watch Cobra Kai. You say it's good,
dude. It's awesome. It's like if you love 80s it's like there's a karate fight in every episode. How could you not like it, dude? I mean, I remember as a kid, Karate Kid. It brings back the nostalgia. It treats these characters with some respect and the 80s cheese that it deserves. It's awesome.
Nice. I
take it with a grain of salt. Thanks, Aaron.
What's up, Iger Snowden? Good to see you. Always good to see you. And then LDG Pixels is here. Good to see you.
Caleb's in the house too.
Henry Haymond. Good to see you. Caleb's in the house, huh? I love me some Caleb. I haven't talked to Caleb in a long time.
Me neither, man.
What's up, 187? Yo,
187.
Good to see you, 187. Where's Caleb? I don't see Caleb's comment. Did I miss it? Oh, there's Caleb. Fun fact. I always love when he comes in with a fun fact. The guy behind Samurai Jack and Clone Wars shorts worked on the Animatrix. Gendy.
That makes sense.
Is it Gendy or Gendy? Yeah. It's Igor. I'm sorry. I said Igor. I'm sorry. Sorry. Igor Snowden. Igor Snowden. We're gonna get it right. We got it now. I got it now, and we'll forever have it right. All right. So I think we're ready to go. Are you ready to go, Johnny?
I'm excited, man. Let's see what we're gonna watch some Doomcock first. We're gonna
we're gonna watch this Doomcock this Doomcock video. So I've been waiting for this, and I think we can only say it in one way, Johnny.
Whoa! I think we got a show. Oh yeah, we got a show. We definitely got a show. Oh yeah, there's a show.
That's right. We got a show. That's right. We got a show. And so we're going to go ahead and get this show a rolling, as they say. All right. So first, we're going to start off. This is a Doomcock video that, man, it just didn't sit right with me. So this may not be tons of funny here at the beginning because, but we're not going to watch this whole video. I wanted to point this up because a lot of people, you know, Johnny, they say like, oh, but, you know, aren't you guys being hypocritical because you guys are pointing out, you know, all this stuff that, you know, these guys do that are wrong and all this stuff. But look, Doomcock is just, he's a bad person.
Well, he's got an audience, man. He's got a platform, a huge platform. And it's one thing to talk about silly theories, but some of the content's been pretty inflammatory and just vile lately. I mean, this is the part of the fandom menace that, you know, that people are really, really angry with.
Well, and this part bugs me. So we're going to go ahead and jump in here, and I want you to hear what he has to say, and then I'm going to make my commentary about it, and then we're going to jump into and some nonsense with Mike Zeroh. So Brie Larson, we're going full Brie Larson tonight.
Oh yeah,
full Brie Larson. Yeah,
I'm
okay.
ready. My body is ready.
I don't know what that means.
It's a Reggie throwback from Nintendo, but that's all.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, you go ahead with that, Johnny. All right, we're getting ourselves in all kinds of trouble here tonight. I don't know what we're doing. All right, here we go.
Disney sequel trilogy. I can believe.
I had the video at the end there. Sorry.
I have a quick favor to ask.
Oh, no.
Request a ballot today so you can vote for me.
Boy, Doomcock's mask looks terrible. Holy mackerel.
How'd it get worse?
In yet another blow
to
my many desperate detractors.
And yet another blow to his many desperate detractors.
Like, does he mean us, or does he mean, he probably means people that are bigger than us? Although,
yeah, you can't mean us.
But he's got to have enemies, right? I mean,
well, you know, you do that Nazi shtick long enough, and you're probably going to get some enemies there. I tell you what, you know what?
Commandant,
maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But
shoot,
here we go.
Okay.
One of my rumor videos has been proven correct yet again, as Disney announces coming layoffs of up to 28,000 employees due to park closures and declining attendance in parks that are open.
So real quick, I just want to point out something. The man is literally happy that his video was correct, that 28,000 people who work for Disney lost their jobs.
So did the Wall Street Journal post an article gloating about the fact that they had talked about stuff like this, or the New York Times? Did they gloat about people said that this was likely to happen for quite some time? If
no, Johnny, Doomcock.
Doomcock.
Doomcock said it.
Okay.
No, nobody else was reporting that people that due to the pandemic, people were going to start losing their jobs, and that businesses were going to have to start laying off, or any of those things. No, just Doomcock. Just Doomcock, the purveyor of all that is, Johnny. He's the one. And you know what? And straight off the bat.
Dude,
I am really sorry, man. And it's stuff like this, though.
That's why this is ridiculous.
It's because these are real people. You know, these are not just people. You know, it's just like, oh, they work for Disney or whatever. You know, like they're real people who've lost their job, and
this isn't some silly theory about who's going to be the next villain or Kathleen Kennedy's coffee order. This is
This is people's jobs. This is people's
jobs.
livelihood.
He's got 250,000 people that watch his stuff, and he's going to sit here and gloat about people losing their jobs.
Man,
I'm sorry, LDG. That stinks, dude.
Yeah,
that really does. That's why we wanted to say something about this.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I wanted to bring this up because let's move on. Because like I said, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this video, but I just want to point this out.
I predicted this in my video posted on August 4th, titled "Disney in Financial Flames: Fear and Loathing in the Magic Kingdom."
Yeah, but he's talked about that in regards to Star Wars, though. That had
This has nothing to do with Star Wars. Star Wars does not listen. Yes, they spent $4.5 billion on Star Wars, but Star Wars is not like, even if Star Wars did horrible and crashed and burned and everybody literally hated Star Wars from here on out, and Star Wars was a lost property, they would still have recovered from that. Look, it would have been a bad investment. Yes, they would have taken a hit. Yeah, but this idea that like Star Wars is personally going to bring down Disney, this has nothing to do with Star Wars.
Yeah, that's what he talked about before. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Oh man.
Yeah.
Round of layoffs. Once again, my sources are validated, and once again, the hashtag rings true.
If you see, apparently the hashtag rings true that there's nothing but
this is the most ads I've seen in his videos in a long time.
I know, man. Like, what in the world, man? He's trying to soak it up for everything he can get. But while the ad's playing, it's just, it's frustrating because he's acting like he got something right that everybody else knew was coming. You can't have a global pandemic where you literally have a theme park.
Mm-hmm.
That you require people to go to, like he even talks about it later. Like Disney World alone employs like 77,000 people.
Yeah.
Right. So the idea that you can have a theme park, they can't even open Disneyland because the governor of California has not allowed for theme parks to reopen. So Disneyland is not reopened. And, so let's just, is
facing unprecedented financial pressures. And while ESPN and Disney Plus seem to be doing fairly well at the moment.
Because they're TV
only properties. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, what is so hard to understand about that? They're man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, whatever. They're not losing out on tour tickets at ESPN headquarters.
Exactly.
The drag of the closed parks and lowered attendance has forced Disney to take this corrective measure. And at this point, the future of this juggernaut is uncertain.
Crap.
Look at the facts of the matter as reported in the mainstream media, and then let's take a look at what my sources say about this. According to the mainstream media reporting on CNN and the New York Times, Disney is laying off roughly 28,000 employees, of which about 67% are part-timers associated with Disney's parks, experiences, and products unit.
So that's where we're going to go with this. Look, so he brings up at some point the fact that, oh, well, yeah, it's because of, COVID. It's because of, the pandemic, whatever.
Yeah.
But, he wants to make it to be about something else. It's like he won't come out and just say that, hey, the parks are closed, what else are you going to do? Like, so the parks were forced closed, both of them. Well, both the ones in the States were forced closed at first. Now Disney World's reopened, but he goes on in the video to talk about how not everybody is, going back, that there are families who are concerned about flying down. And look, if you are not concerned, and, this is the time to go, because he talks about you can go on ride after ride after ride and, do what you think. But here's the reality. People are being safe.
Yeah.
Right. People do not want to take risks with their whole family. Right. So they're not just going to just take their family on the vacation of a lifetime. And plus he talks about like you don't get the meal packages that you usually get with Disney.
No.
You don't get to go hug Mickey. You don't get, you don't get all those things. So like those are things that are all out of Disney's control. It's not like Disney could have done anything to change that. It's not like they, so this idea of, ooh, like I got this right, and then the thing he talks about how, there's 28,000 people are being laid off. 67% of those are part-time employees.
Yeah.
It's horrible that anybody should have to be laid off. But when you have no money coming in, those people have been on furlough. Disney has been paying their health insurance apparently, and different things. And so they brought some people back to Disney World in Florida. But it just, it's hard to sit there and listen to this guy go on and on about how he got this right. Look at these naysayers that said that my sources weren't right. Look, Doomcock, seriously, if you are watching by some stretch of the imagination and you see this, look, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that when times are tough, companies have to make hard decisions, and it sucks and it's horrible, and it's not a thing that that people want to do. But even in their statement, and they did release a statement, and they even talk about the fact that they want to get back to normal, like these people that they're laying off, like they've got them on call so that they can bring them back when the time comes. Now, I know a lot of companies say kind of stuff like that, but look, Disney needs people. Like they need cast members to be out there and interacting with the public and doing these things. So it's not like they're not just sitting behind the scenes going, ooh, how can we take away people's jobs? They need these people who are out working in their parks. And I don't know what Doomcock expects out of that. And I don't know what kind of clout he hopes to get.
Well, I mean, the fact that like it, and I think Brian had mentioned it too in the comments, was these are the people that are getting laid off are the people that sell the tickets, clean the park, sell concessions, people whose jobs aren't going to be necessary at this point with a lot of people not there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Brian, it's just, it's ridiculous, but this is the part of the fandom menace that really, it just pushes it even further into ridiculousness. They just, I'm right. I got this right. Yep. Look what I said. Look what I did. Disney sucks. Yeah. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. So to see this is what ticked me off, because I was trying to figure out what video I was trying to figure out what video we were going to do tonight. And I didn't want, like I said, I didn't want to make this, the focus of our 2 cents, because the whole point of the show is to have fun and laugh and stuff. And we're going to do that tonight. Trust me. But I wanted to bring this up first of all, because anybody who gives me a hard time about talking about Doomcock, remember this, that the man literally puts out a video gloating over the fact that he was right. Okay, Doomcock, you know what? I'll give you this one. You were right. Mm-hmm. In the midst of a pandemic, in the midst of everything that was going on, a company like Disney was eventually going to have to lay people off if there was no foreseeable return to come back to normal by the end of this year. You know what else is happening? Regal Theaters is shutting down. Other theaters are shutting down because guess what? They don't have the ability to know when they're going to be able to come back and actually have movies in theaters. There are major tentpole releases like Tenet and Wonder Woman 84 and Black Widow that are having to decide now what they're Dune that are going to have to decide what they're going to do, what their strategy is going to be if we're not back in theaters by the end of this year, by the beginning of next year. You're not some prognosticator of news and your sources, because you can look at what everybody else sees. You know what you are? You're an opportunist is what you are. Yeah. And Dollars Film says it best.
Ooh, nice.
So I love Master Nut. He's like, all right, I got my pitchfork. Let's go. Let's ride.
Hey, Brian.
So that's that. I just wanted to share that because like I said, anybody who gives me a hard time about this, this is not something that I will apologize for. This is not something, like I said, with like with this situation. Like,
No.
This guy's an idiot. He forever will be an idiot, and until he starts apologizing for some of the stuff he does, I have no problem with this. And I think Obi-Wan said it best.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
There you go. So that's that. All right. So now we're going to move on to the main event. The main event, which is a little Mike Zeroh. Which is entitled "Brie Larson Just Blamed Star Wars Fans. Get ready, Star Wars Explained."
So he doesn't love her this week? Is that what it is?
No. Because she hates Star Wars fans. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Okay. Right. I want you to be able to hear it straight from his mouth. But I can already predict that it's going to be what's that word?
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Yeah, I remember going to see that. Like my brother and I were the only ones there for UHF. That's another story.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. But Cylon gets it right. Cylon once told me about Mike Zeroh and like how he uses the algorithm and stuff. And I just think it's funny because like listen to this to this title. Brie Larson just blames Star Wars fans. Get ready.
Yeah, like
get ready. Okay, what am I getting ready for? You said she already blamed Star Wars fans. What am I preparing for?
It's like what's there's got to be a trend he's picking up on there somewhere.
It's the get ready trend.
Get ready. Get ready.
Get ready, cause here I come.
Ooh, yeah.
Get ready, cause here I come. All right. So yeah, so there it is. By the way, folks, I did put out on Twitter yesterday, because I was starting to write a Doomcock diss track, like my Mike Zeroh diss track called Lies, that you can find here on the channel. And I started doing that, and then I started thinking about some other things. And so I put it out on Twitter. It was a resounding, well, it's about 75 to, it was 68% to around 32% that you all wanted me to do a Snyder cut track first. Yes. Basically smacking down on the Snyder haters. And so I'm going to do that, but then I am going to do a full on Doomcock track as well. So I'll get to it. Just give me time. Cylon has done a lot of research on this, and he says you can look it up. Google Trends search. Yeah, it's weird stuff, but like I said, he's something
else. But he's clickbait, but he's smart with the clickbait.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He is. You know what? So Dollars Films, I will say this. I have left, and this is the weird part. I think, and we'll get into this in this video, okay? But I seriously think Mike Zeroh likes the fact that we're talking about him. He likes the fact that we're bringing him up, that I've done the videos that I do, and we'll get into why here in a minute, because I have personally left comments on his Facebook page and other things, and he has never deleted any of my comments. He has never deleted my links to these videos, to my other videos about him, to my music video about him. It's weird. Like, because I hear a lot of people do get, booted off and banned, but Johnny, he's never done it to me.
No, he's never. I tried to message him on Twitter before, and I know he read my message, but he never replied. Okay, so it's just weird. I mean, it's strange though, because we don't get the Zeroh, not as much, but Doomcock has quite a rabid fan base. Like, I'm just surprised we haven't gotten macheted by any of these people yet. So yeah, I don't know. It's just strange, but it'd be interesting, because I firmly believe that if we reached out to, if we reached out enough, Mike Zeroh would easily come on the show and talk with us. And I'd love to be able to just have a conversation with him.
Mike has never done it. Look, Mike even put out when he put out the video earlier this year talking about that he was dead.
Yeah.
Right. The thing is he had said that this summer he was going to do live streams and stuff. None of that ever came to be.
Yeah, he was supposed to live stream.
Yeah, because he won't talk to people live. He won't talk to people who can ask him actual questions. And like there's many people, bigger channels than us who have tried to reach out to him and stuff. And I will give him this, he does not address anyone. Like the dead thing was the only time I've ever seen him like, and that is suspect. I'll be honest with you. That one's suspect because I don't see anybody that has actually come forward and said that they actually saw that people were spamming that he was dead. And I never saw it myself.
Either. And it was weird because he released a video and it was just his voice. Like it had the Mike Zeroh logo and it was just his voice. Hey guys, just want to let you know that I'm okay and I don't know who started these rumors.
Yeah.
And it's like
it's all about attention. It's all about attention. So that's what it is. Master None says he probably loves the song. Well, I mean honestly. It's
a good track.
It's a great track. So I just it's probably his ringtone. It's probably something that he loves. And so, all right, so we're going to jump right in. Here is the latest. Actually, I take that back. So it's not even the latest, Johnny. It was the latest at the time that I was putting this together. But of course since this afternoon when I put this together,
more.
Yeah, there's more. So this is just what it is, right? So here we go with Brie Larson. Just blame Star Wars fans. Get ready. Get ready for it. Here we go. Gotta love that logo, though.
I know.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. It is now October 2nd of 2020, and ever since the very end of the Skywalker, a lot of
timestamps everything.
I love that he started doing that, dude. He's
smart. Like it's kind of like the hostage holding up the newspaper, like this is today's date.
Just look at his look, man. Just look at him looking at you, man. You're right in the eye, just like, yeah, I'm Mike Zeroh, baby.
Yeah.
You don't understand the empire I have created.
He's like, you don't know how many clicks I've had.
This is a callback to our show last night. We were talking about the Beatles. If you do a mirror image of the Mike Zeroh logo and cut it in half, it says Mike is dead.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's great. That's great. We were talking about that last night. That is so fantastic. That is so awesome, Brian.
That pyramid actually points the way to where the body's buried.
Oh.
You have to line it up with certain parts that you've seen in episode 7 and
I thought
it lines up with a few things. It's like a Sith Wayfinder almost.
Sith Wayfinder. I thought it was pointing the way to more Hot Pockets, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Okay, here we go.
The fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney, Lucasfilm, Bob Iger, Bob Chapek, you name it.
You name it.
Okay.
It's everybody. Bob Barker, Ray Parker, Bill Johnson, Keanu Reeves, obviously, Mike Myers, Jeremy Bullock, the Colonel Harlan Sanders.
Yes, the Colonel Sanders. Yeah, I mean, so he's part of that too.
That girl who works down at the Piggly Wiggly.
Exactly.
So my question is at this point, Mike, why don't you just cookie cutter this, right? So it's like you just start your video off, dude, and we always know we're gonna get that same thing because, man,
Bob Iger, Bob Chapek, Lucasfilm, Disney.
Now I don't know if you could see this. I think he might have some dental issues going on. Because I know I've had this in the past. Like, can you see his upper cheek there? His upper right cheek. He's got like this little dimple thing going in there. I'm just saying it might be that he's if I can bring that up there, I mean, he might have a little bit of issue going on there that he needs to go to the dentist for.
Ooh, like Maybe he needs a root canal.
I'm just saying. I think
Mike Zeroh needs a theory to pay off and a root canal. I mean, there's a lot he needs right now. So
oh my gosh, this is awesome, Melissa. By the way, you're awesome.
That's great, Melissa.
For those of you who don't know, Melissa is legally blind, and
Yes.
she comes on the program all the time, and she talks about what it's like to be legally blind and being a legally blind nerd. She's got an awesome channel. Go visit Melissa's World and subscribe. But she's like, stop repeating yourself, Mike. I know the names. I'm not deaf.
It's great. That's great, Melissa. That's funny.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Maybe he hit himself with a dart and Parker Jr.
Who are you gonna call?
Silence says Mike Zeroh is actually dead. He made a video about it. The CIA has to get a double so that the Phantom Menace wouldn't commit mass self-termination. That's fantastic.
Mike Zeroh is the real pandemic. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Melissa says, why does he keep repeating names over and over? I know who they are. I'm not totally blind. Legally blind is different. Oh man, you're awesome. That's awesome. Great. That is great. Okay. So we got the intro out of the way. He's Mike Zeroh. Please, has he said please like and subscribe for future Star Wars content yet?
Please
if
like.
Not,
he will now.
All right, yeah.
And exactly what the future of the Star Wars franchise is really.
I love his hand motions, man. His hand motions like make it for me. Like it just and like he does more of them. It seems like
it was 1,000 points of light.
he's going back like
1,000. Not gonna.
He's voguing
vegetables.
Come on, vogue. I should put a video together of that, like Madonna's vogue with it. Come on, vogue, Macarena. Mike Zeroh does the Macarena. That's the next one.
That would be fantastic.
It's going to look like in the next couple of years in comparison to the Kathleen Kennedy era, as I like to call it.
As he likes to call it, the Kathleen Kennedy era.
I like to call it.
That's what he likes to call it.
Yeah, he likes to call it. Or as he likes to call it, what mom does at work.
This is Mike Zeroh. Make sure to subscribe
if
you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content.
I got you, buddy. Yeah.
Content. Lots of Star Wars content.
Now, one thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know that it is currently in the ever-evolving process. What we do have is that we got George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni, all
that haven't talked to each other in quite a while. Because they don't work together.
Everyone Filoni might have talked about something, but they're as producers, they really have their own team. Really, I mean, I don't know.
There's Brie Larson sneaking up.
There she is. She's emerging.
There she is. Here she comes.
All really coming together as a team to really bring Star Wars in a better direction for the fans to enjoy. You know, they are working on a handful of TV shows, movies, other Star Wars projects out.
What does that have to do with Brie Larson's picture as Captain Marvel right now?
Other Star Wars projects out there.
And such, and as was, etc., and George Lucas, and as were. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of. Do you remember that video of Kate Upton when she was running and they for it was it Miss America or something like that, and they asked her something about the world or whatever, and she's like, I believe that the books that
that girl for like Miss Teen USA, and she was
that was Kate Upton.
Oh my gosh,
I believe it was Kate Upton.
And the geographies and the maps.
Yes. Kate Upton maps. Yeah, it's right. This right here is what is. Because now we brought it up, right? So now I gotta actually show it, because this is what Mike Zeroh sounds like when he starts talking about some of this stuff.
Okay. Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe
etc.
that U.S. Americans are unable to do so.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Because
Osama.
There in our nation don't have maps.
Bob Iger.
And,
They don't
I
have
believe
maps
that our
or-
education, like such as in South Africa and
Wayfinders.
The Iraq, everywhere, like such as and
George Lucas,
I think
Jazz.
that they should,
etc.
our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S.
And like and subscribe for more Star Wars content.
And should help the Iraq and the Asian countries.
Should help
So we
the
will be
Iraq
able
and
to
the
Iraq.
Asian countries to get
future.
Star Wars.
Correct.
Yes.
Thank you very much, South
Because
Carolina.
there's more coming.
Yes. So
Because Slater was so nice to her too. He was
I
like,
know. So there you go, folks. Now we know. Mike Zeroh was Kate Upton. Right? That's what that means, right? Confirmed.
it is. It's confirmed now.
I mean that's the logic that they use, right? So
it's just
they
and
talk
then
exactly the same.
who was it? I think Aaron mentioned that. Yeah, Brie Larson did admit. I think it was either on Twitter or her YouTube channel. She did audition for episode 7, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
When that was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
But ever since that came out, that's when all of this maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's when he started to get obsessed with her.
Mike double bullseye Zeroh DB Cooper CIA 50 points. If you divide that by 2, you get 25. 25 is the number of times Kathleen Kennedy will be mentioned. Facts.
I love it, Brian. It checks out completely. Toowoomba Parkway.
I have noticed Dollars Films. He says, has anyone noticed that Mike Zeroh has been taking breaks from mass uploading at random nearly a week between video uploads? Maybe he's losing momentum or lacking ideas for BS. Yes, I would take the latter on that one.
Or he's
at some point you like what can't. it becomes pressure.
Yeah, maybe his real job is demanding more time. I don't know. Or maybe he's just trying to get smarter with the algorithm. It'd be interesting to see if these more recent videos are getting more watches.
Maybe he got a real girlfriend.
Ooh. Is that her? No,
Books,
that's Brie.
novels and comics that's going to connect to those shows and movies. It's going to be quite a ride to see exactly how Star Wars is going to evolve.
Quite a ride.
Yeah, quite a ride.
In that roadmap, we do have one particular Star Wars TV series, and that, of course, is the Leslie Headland Star Wars TV show that is being supervised by Kathleen Kennedy. Now, keep in mind that this is the only show that Kathleen Kennedy is working on. This is the only show that Kathleen Kennedy is allowed to even work on.
No. Where did they get this idea? Because it's run by a woman?
Well, yeah, because it's run by a woman, and like she's president, but she doesn't get to make any decisions, Johnny. No decisions at all. Nope. No. We don't like her, so we've made up this story and this theory that, look, if Disney, ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know what to say anymore about this kind of stuff.
Surprised
Right?
Doomcock didn't say that Disney only laid off women.
Oh my! They laid off all because that's what he would want them to do.
Woman except for Kathleen Kennedy.
It's proof that shows that Disney is totally woke because they laid off nothing but men and kept all women because we all know that Disney is female. Look, yes, she's the president of the freaking company. She is involved in literally everything. Here's the thing, guys. If Disney really didn't want her working on stuff, you know what they would do?
They'd fire her.
They would fire her. Or purchase out her contract and let her move on. That's how businesses work. They don't act like 12-year-olds on the playground and go, "Oh, well, you can do this job, but you can't do this job. We're not going to let you touch the good stuff like the Mandalorian. You can't touch the Mandalorian, President Kathleen Kennedy of Lucasfilm. No, not that. No, we're going to let you work on the female-led show. That's the only show that you can work on, Kathleen Kennedy, not the man show, the Mandalorian. No, it's right there, Johnny. It's right there.
Right there.
Conspiracy.
It's so middle school. Like, nope, Kathleen Kennedy, you can't sit at this lunch table. You got to go sit over there.
It's got man in it. It's Mandalorian. That's why Kathleen Kennedy cannot participate in the show because it's the Mandalorian. You heard it here first. Oh my gosh.
It makes sense.
It makes total sense. Absolutely.
Because she's only allowed to work on certain things. I mean,
Kathleen Kennedy can't work on things that have the word man in it.
She has a contract worth millions.
Mm-hmm.
Yet she's being and she's only allowed to work on one show that's still in development. It's not even in pre-production.
No. But that's the only show she can work on.
Okay.
When it comes to her creative power and what she's allowing to happen in the actual story. So Leslie Headland, we obviously know that she's been working closely with Brie Larson on becoming one of the major characters in this new Star Wars TV series, which is planned to be a 12-episode series.
How does he have all this information about a show that nobody literally knows anything about?
It's like nothing. Was it like mentioned in a trade or something or
there's nothing here, Johnny.
Where was it mentioned? Like, I can't even remember where we heard about this. Like, we just heard it was in development. Maybe somebody in the comments knows. Like, it's just
here. Nicotina's here, so this is for Nicotina. I got my little R2.
Oh, what's up, Nicotina? Yeah, there you go.
Nicotina. Oh, hold on. Got to plug in his power cell here. Okay. Oh yeah. He's got a lot to say about Doomcock here, apparently. Oh, hey, you shouldn't say that. That's not very nice. Jeez.
Really?
Jeez, come on now. You don't say stuff like that. Just let it go.
Wow. I mean, if R2 says it, it must be true.
My goodness, guys. I'm sorry. Like, you can't just take over the show, okay? Just calm down, buddy. It's gonna be okay. Oh, you think so, huh? Hey!
Wow.
You know what? You're gonna keep acting like that. I'm gonna send you back.
Whoa.
I'm gonna send you back to Nicotina. You keep acting like that.
You let him talk to your kids with that mouth?
All right. Can we watch more of Mike Zeroh? Can we watch just the Mike Zeroh video? Apparently not.
That little astromech droid's BS meter just went through the roof.
Jeez, man. I just said Mike Zeroh, and he's, my goodness. Okay. What is this, like every show that you're on? If you're on my show, you run the show. If you're on Nicotina's show, you run the show. Is that how it is? Don't just repeat yourself.
Yeah.
Jeez, come on, man. Told you said it. Man. All right, here we go. All right, we're gonna go back. We're gonna watch it. And just calm down, okay? It's gonna be okay. We're just gonna watch some more Mike.
It's okay, R2.
Okay, here we go. So go back. So Brie Larson. So I'm just gonna catch you up, buddy. Brie Larson is gonna be on this female-led show that there's only gonna be 12 episodes of, just one season, because that's all they're gonna do. That's all they're allowed to do because it's a female-led show at Disney, and we all know that Disney hates men. Well, don't. We already said that.
We said that, R2.
Okay, come on. Jeez, sorry, guys. Okay.
1 hour each. As of right now, it's only planned to be one season and one season only. So it's going to be like an exclusive little TV show there. And there's no plans for a second season as of yet. However, what's really intriguing all has to do with Brie Larson's take on the fandoms connected to Marvel and Star Wars and how it has a negative impact in her mind on the creators, the writers, the directors, you name it. Now, specifically, now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are primarily focused on their new Star Wars trilogy of films, as well as their new Star Wars universe. It's explained that both Disney and Lucasfilm are developing multiple plans in order to reunite the Star Wars fans around the world in order to create a better future for the franchise.
What?
Where is it said? Like, I know we keep asking the same question, but like, seriously.
It's been said, and it's known. It's known. But does R2 have the secret plans for this?
R2, do you know anything about this?
Do you have those stored in your drive, R2?
Are you still looking? What's
do you have those? No,
apparently not. Apparently not. He's got nothing. Hey now.
Hey, R2. Wow.
Jeez. Apparently he's very opinionated about this.
It's so funny though. Like, it's been said, like, to reunite the fandoms around the fans around the world, because that's what we do as fans of Star Wars. We're always fighting with each other, and to some extent, but like
exactly
to the fact that like, but Brie Larson is so concerned about the way the fans treat Marvel writers and producers and Star Wars writers and producers that she wants to do this Star Wars series. Instead of just reaching the 50 million people that watch her YouTube channel or whatever, she's going to go make a Star Wars show on Disney Plus.
I agree. Dollars Films lying to fans daily doesn't help unite fans, only leads them astray. Imagine that.
But Mike is smart though too, because this is what people want to hear. They want to hear that my anger as a fan of Star Wars is important, and it's justified because now Brie Larson is going to make a show about it and heal it. You know,
it's going to fix everything.
Yeah,
it's going to fix everything. So all right, so here we go.
However, one project that many fans are up in arms over is the Leslie Headland Star Wars TV series for Disney Plus that will involve actress Brie Larson in the mix.
He just said that.
But he
literally, that was his whole freaking lead-in.
It's like the third time he said it.
What? Like seriously, like that's the
I know, R2.
I know. That's what he just said. I know. He just said it 3 times.
It's explained, however, that in one of her interviews, talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe as
which interview, Mike?
Yeah, where?
Who? You know, like when we talk about an interview here on the channel, and like my friends that we stream with, whether it be Nicotina, where you're from, or whether it be Max or whatever, like everybody always at least cites the actual article.
Yeah, or whether I mean.
Calm down. Calm down, dude.
There's no plagiarism going on here, R2. There's no plagiarism. Just trust me.
Dude, just calm down. It's okay. I know. We cite things. He does not. Okay? We're trying here, but so apparently there was an interview, Johnny.
Yeah, apparently there's an interview where she's gonna.
We don't know who did the interview. We don't know who it was with. You didn't do the interview, did you? Did you do the interview? I'm going to take that as a no.
Wow.
All right. So here we go.
As well as the Star Wars universe, Brie Larson went on to reveal that both Marvel fans and Star Wars fans are to blame for the negativity going on with the projects associated with those 2 franchises. Brie Larson makes it clear that she believes that the fans are overly demanding when it comes to Marvel and Star Wars. When questioned about Star Wars fans, Brie Larson went on to reveal that she believes that they are the worst kind of fans to deal with.
What? Whoa! Where did
I know? Calm down. So
it's okay, R2. Where did she? And okay, so she said all this, so it must be in print or in a video somewhere.
I would think if she was that bold to come out. Can you imagine? Like, I really want to be in Star Wars. Star Wars fans suck.
They're the worst fans ever.
They're the worst fans ever. And you know that Marvel thing that I'm in is Captain Marvel. Those fans are horrible too. I hate them so much. Talk about pandering. Talk about pandering to like people to try to get them right. Try to get them behind you and to get them to agree with you. I totally agree, R2. To try to get them behind you to actually do this and to agree with you. My gosh. I mean, like she would actually just come out and like just absolutely smack down on all the fans of every property that she's a part of or even rumored to be a part of.
Like that's like it's so, but that's the mentality of so many of these fandom menace guys, right? They said that this is like that, and like they said they hate our butts. Really? They did? Where'd they say that? I don't know, but like I heard it, and like somebody said it in their stream. I heard it.
I heard it. Yeah.
The Fresh Prince of Doomcock. We should totally do that track.
I can make that happen, folks.
Jordan,
Jordan. That's a great idea. Now, this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down when Kathleen Kennedy became the president of Lucasfilm. That's funny.
They said your helmet's crooked. I said, yo, forget it. No.
They said maybe you should try to tell the truth, but I said, no, forget it. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Oh, my gosh. Much thanks to Nicotina for allowing R2 to come on the show tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, our R2 can be found on the Nicotina show. Nicotina will be live tonight at midnight Eastern Standard Time with his very special guest, Andrew Casale, who is on here all the time. So, yes, I agree. Mike Zeroh is on crack.
Well, he's on something, Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I said, I will not take anything away from him. He's after the clicks, he's after the views, and he's getting them. But still, dude, could you imagine if Mike Zeroh put this energy into like positive stuff with the platform he has?
Oh my gosh! Look. Yeah, I know. I saw Darth Tasty's comment too. Darth Tasty says brought to you by Bob Saget and Bob Vila, and Bob Chapek, Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. That's another good one.
The Bobs from
from Office Space.
From Office Space. Yeah. So I love it. Does he ever stop to think maybe I'm the bad guy? Who cares if she did? She's not lying. The general fandom is kind of messed up. Mike takes some responsibility. Master of None, I would mute you if I could. Brian, I would mute you if I could, because once again you're speaking Brian, you're speaking some knowledge, like some actual stuff here, and I know we can't have that here, R2. I mean,
can't have that. Goth Indo-European Bob the Builder. We forgot that one.
Oh, Bob the Builder, Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers. It's great.
I love it. Jordan says, I just pitched the next Enosh music video parody. You're welcome.
if you apply, there's an algorithm I found that if you use it to solve for McClunky, it comes up with Bob Iger and Bob Chapek.
Now, so Jordan brings up an interesting thing. Yes,
where's my tinfoil hat?
Well, so like, can you imagine Doomcock like with his wife, like, just like, hey, honey, I would have intimate relations with you, but I was unsubscribed. Honey, are you still subscribed? Because I
removed my subscription.
His wife talks like that too. No, I am unsubscribed.
I just want to see him accidentally wear the wrong outfit to his video one day. Be like,
yeah, right? Yes. Oh, geez.
We should do a mashup of like, you could probably do a mashup of like Doomcock, Commandant, and Mike Zeroh, and it would like actually all make sense.
Probably. Bobby Heenan. Weasel himself. Oh, that's great.
Bobby Hill.
Bobby Hill.
Bobby.
Since they ask
Bobby Brown. That's where he gets the crack.
Prerogative, okay? It's his prerogative.
Far too much to be told in their movies by Disney.
Yes.
And that it was the fans' fault as to why Disney's Star Wars did not meet their expectations, as well as what Marvel is going to actually.
She said this, she would never have a job.
So one thing I actually
right? She would not have a job if she like it's all the fans' fault that they didn't get what they wanted, and that the movie sucked, and it's the fans. It's their fault. It's their fault, right?
Exactly.
Oh, now you're silent. Okay,
I see how it is.
So you got nothing.
Wow.
Oh, don't tease me like that. Don't do that. That's not nice. Okay, here we go.
I want to go over here. That really bothers me is the fact that
he wants to tell us what really bothers him. This is what really bothers Mike Zeroh's
gears.
This is what really grinds Mike Zeroh's gears, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to hear it here. Second, because you're probably hearing it here first because you probably didn't watch Mike Zeroh's actual video. So
it gets on the subject of fans being overly demanding within the MCU, of course, and within the new Star Wars universe here, within the actual Star Wars franchise, right?
Well, yeah, because they are. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
You got these two fandoms. You got the Marvel fans, and
you got the Marvel fans. You got the mins of who's. You got the
Marvel fans. Sorry.
You got to take the dart out of your head there that hit that nerve that is written by J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio.
You got the Star Wars fans. Now, I would say that obviously Star Wars fans are very passionate. They're really much in love with the characters that they grew up with back in the 80s and the 70s, of course, with the original trilogy.
But Mike, here's the mistake you're making. You're thinking that all Star Wars fans only grew up in the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah. My son is 9, so he didn't exist back then.
Here's an interesting thought, Mike Zeroh and Fandom Menace. There are fans who are younger than you. There are fans who Yep, there are fans who, I don't know, they didn't grow up in the 80s. There are fans who the first time they saw Star Wars, it was the prequels. And there are actually fans that the first time they saw Star Wars was the sequels. Not all Star Wars fans are created equal. Not all Star Wars fans are exactly the same or want the exact same things.
You mean,
and your fandom is no greater than anybody else's. Your prerogatives are, Bobby Brown, are no greater than anybody else's. So,
and that's the thing too. It's like, my son gets it. I think we discussed this before. My son gets a lot of flack that from some people because he prefers Miles Morales over Peter Parker as Spider-Man. It's what he likes to read those. He was very excited about Into the Spider-Verse. It's so he enjoys those Spider-Man stories featuring Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Does that mean he's less of a Spider-Man fan than somebody like me?
Yes.
Who yeah, exactly. Like seriously, yeah. I mean it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yep.
Mike wasn't around before 1990. I bet you're right, Gothindo. I mean, he can't be more than 30. Like Zeroh, grind my gears. Oh, geeks.
I love this. Mike, I asked for a source, not your Subway gift card.
He's like, if you just be really quiet and you close your eyes, the voices will tell you what's happening in Star Wars.
Yes. Okay, here we go.
The 90s and the early 2000s with the prequel trilogy films. So the fans are very passionate, and that's a great thing to have within Star Wars. I think that's one thing that is very special about Star Wars is how,
if you manage a team, you have to try Monday.com.
Do not let them take away your power.
Who?
What?
Who's taking away whose power?
Who took away?
Hold on. We lost the entire video.
What? Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! The entire video's been taken over by political ads. Okay.
Oh, there it goes. Thank God.
Dedicated the fans really are to the franchise, and that's one thing that we saw decline ever since the sequel trilogy really released some years ago. So Brie Larson getting on that subject of blaming the fans of being overly demanding toward the writers, the directors, and the creators, and how that in itself has a negative turn on how the movies are actually developed.
Bullcrap.
Because
you know what? No, go ahead.
The only people listening to Star Wars fans bitch and complain are other Star Wars fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sorry. We like to do that to each other, but trust me, that's why Rian Johnson literally had interns watching Mike Zeroh so that they could all laugh about it. Not because it mattered, but because they thought it was funny. It's source, not your salt. There you go. Exactly.
Look, Mike's source is the crack dealer down the street from his house. Look, here's the thing. No, bullcrap. You can't tell me that, because there was no negativity with The Force Awakens that led to that but there was such a negative backlash that led to the movie that we got with The Force Awakens. And there was kind of it was mostly positive for The Force Awakens when The Force Awakens came out. There was a little bit of negative, but mostly it was just people who just didn't like the fact that they felt that it was a retread of some information, but it was a reintroduction for the most part.
It was a repilot.
Yeah, and the thing is that didn't affect the Last Jedi in any negative way. So that's totally bullcrap. The only one that did was The Rise of Skywalker, because everybody lost their freaking mind over The Last Jedi and went nuts and like literally put J.J. Abrams in a place where he had to like basically spoon up. Right? I know.
Yeah.
I know, R2. You tell him. You were in the movie. You tell him. So, like, basically, they had to go out of their way to try to please everybody, and there was no way they were going to do it. And so it ended up being like over the top fan service that just felt inorganic at so many times. But this idea of Brie Larson saying this, first of all, if this were true that Brie Larson said this, don't you think? Look at me. Listen to me, folks. Don't you think that if this were true, that somebody, anybody, Doomcock, even for God's sake, would have made a video about this by now that said, hey, there was an interview and Brie Larson said that she hates the fans and the fans are responsible for the movies sucking. Come on.
Lucas,
total fabrication and lie. Mike is flat out lying at this point. This is just dumb.
It would have been all over the place. Kathleen Kennedy would have been out there saying this is ridiculous. Well, I'm glad she's not involved. Or it would have been, you would have seen the people with the real information bringing the heat if she had said something.
Absolutely.
Don't you think?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is just such a fabrication right now that it's, oh my gosh. I don't even know. Like, this is just bad.
Now, Brie Larson went on to state that she believes that Captain Marvel, on a side note, was the best Marvel film in the MCU. And
the fans are trash.
Come on.
Captain Marvel's
Come on. Seriously. So, like, if anything,
best MCU movie, but that's never mind. Oh, we can get into that some other time. But
if anything shows you, ladies and gentlemen, that this is so full of crap, it's the fact that he's like, and then not only was she harping on all the fans and telling the fans that they sucked and were responsible for the movies being bad, but then she said that her movie was the best movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah, because she thinks she's so great, guys. She thinks she's so awesome. And we all know that Brie Larson, who has not even actually been attached to anything Star Wars or actually been announced to even be working on something, because that's how things work. It's like for years and years and years, people are working on things secretly behind the scenes and then like are revealed one day. No, guys, Brie Larson is such an evil person. She's so horrible. She hates everybody. And oh my gosh, she hates you. She hates me. She wants us all dead. She doesn't need us to even buy the tickets to the movies that she goes and sees because she likes her own movies. She smells her own farts. Brie Larson, you heard it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Brie Larson smells her own farts and loves them. She loves her own farts. She loves her own brand. Do you like Brie Larson brand farts?
Hashtag Mike Zeroh is right.
He's like, Brie Larson brand farts are okay.
Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding me?
This is funny because he's out of his mind.
Yes. Promoting your own work and bragging are, yeah. No, but this is ridiculous to say, like, oh man, like, yes, my movie was the bestest ever.
Exactly. To quote our friend Doomcock, that's a Crockett Johnson right there.
That's a big Crockett Johnson right there.
So, yeah.
Yes. Yep. You got it right there. It's a big Crockett Johnson. You tell him. Exactly. It's the same old song and dance. It's come on. Like, seriously, like, she hates everything. She hates you. She hates me. And she thinks that her MCU movie is the best. Now, what are you guys going to do about that? What are you guys going to say about that? Huh? You guys going to put it in her place? Yeah.
And that she's very proud to be a part of Disney.
I'm proud to be a part of Disney, but I hate everything that they're doing.
But I hate two of their biggest movie properties.
Further, it's described that when Brie Larson was questioned about
why would it have to okay. Exactly. He said, why would it have to be described if it's actually already in an interview form? Wouldn't you just quote the interview and say she said? It's described
to it. Yeah.
It's described. Why wouldn't you just say she said this instead of it's been described that she said this as
the fandoms? She goes on to reveal that fandoms associated with Star Wars and Marvel And what happens in the films as a negative result are often the fans' fault for putting pressure on the writers and directors of those franchises.
With The Rise of Skywalker, that is absolutely 100% correct.
Look, I found the interview. Yeah, I totally said that.
Wait, hold on. You found the interview?
Really, Bree? You said those things?
Oh,
yeah, I totally said that. Star Wars fans suck. Really, Bree? What else did you say? Marvel is the worst ever fan base.
Besides
movie rules.
No, hold on, Bree. Since we have you right here, Bree. Can I ask you a question? I'd like to pose an interview question to you, Bree. If you could just come a little bit more. There you go. Yeah. There you go. We want to make sure that you're well represented, Bree. So my question to you, Bree, is that you said now Marvel has the worst fan base, but now apparently you're going to be in Star Wars. Which fan base would you say is worse?
I would say that well, the Marvel fans are stinky, but Star Wars fans are dumb, so they're worse.
Okay, I see. And how do
misogynists?
Yes.
Women rule.
Oh, okay. And how do your own farts smell again?
They smell like rose water.
And we should all go subscribe to your channel, right?
Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Watch my non-existent interview.
Okay. All right. We'll go take a look for that for sure. Thank you. Right there, ladies and Brie Larson here on 2 Cents on Nonsense. Right? What a get, right? Yeah.
I know. It was amazing.
He says that was a Crockett Johnson.
To even see that where she talked to Mike, that was amazing.
Fabulous.
In both Marvel and Star Wars. Larson went on to unveil that if the fans kept quiet and didn't overly demand things and put pressure on the writers, the films would be far superior than what they are right now.
That's a stupid that's a Mike Zeroh comment right there, folks. Brie Larson doesn't talk like that. That if they didn't put so much pressure on the writers, the movies would have been better than they were. That's a Mike Zeroh comment. That's something Mike Zeroh would say, ladies and gentlemen. That is not something that Brie Larson said.
Fans don't put pressure on writers. People like Jeff Johns put pressure on writers.
And I don't know. We're all associate producers now of Zack Snyder's Justice League, so maybe we are putting too much pressure.
It's just whatever. The fans.
Let me just say one thing right here is
that's it. That's all he gets to say. That we're done. You said your one thing, Mike.
You just say one thing.
Can I just stress how much I really wish that I could actually have a conversation with Mike Zeroh at some point in my life? Like, seriously. Oh gosh. It's just the stuff that I have heard out of Mike Zeroh's mouth over the years.
We need to hire a PI and then find out where he's at. And then we could film it. It'd be a road trip going to Mike Zeroh's house.
I know. It's like I want to drive to Rhode Island now, dude. Or is it Rhode Island or New Jersey where he's at? I can't remember.
Somebody, it's out
New Jersey
somewhere. Somebody.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody knows him. Come on, man.
Somebody's got to know the guy. Like just tell him I just want to talk to him. I'll talk to him offline. I just feel like at some point I have to have a conversation with this guy and be like, dude, come on, what's really up?
I just want to pick his brain and just find out. Yeah.
Like, seriously, dude, what is up?
This is obviously not correct. I believe what...
Yeah, he finally told the truth, ladies and gentlemen. There is your soundbite right there. There's your soundbite right there. Can I just say one thing? This is not correct.
No, this is not correct. You're right, Mike. That's the first correct thing you've said all day.
Oh my gosh.
What was really going on with Star Wars is the fact that you had a lot of writers and directors come on board that were not fully experienced with how Star Wars should be handled. Greatest example of all is the president of Lucasfilm, right? Kathleen Kennedy, not really knowing exactly what the true Star Wars fans actually love about Star Wars.
Who are the true Star Wars fans?
Who are the true Star Wars fans? And how long's Kathleen Kennedy been with Lucasfilm?
Haha, Master and None got it. Taco.
Thank you.
See, some people actually realize that was actually not Brie Larson. That was actually Jennifer Lopez.
And yeah,
I know, right? It looked just like Brie Larson. I was shocked.
And I'm sorry, my carpal tunnel doesn't allow me to flex my hands very well, but it's I think we all got a lot out of it. Long Island, New York. We
There you go.
need to make a road trip, baby.
I'm telling you, Long Island, here we come. Yes. Taco. My God, said George Takei in Undiscovered Country.
Brian, that's amazing.
That's fabulous.
That's great.
That is great. That is great. We're yes.
Bree touched me. Where? You'll never know.
You'll never know.
So bad.
I'll never tell. I'll never tell.
They don't understand the fans per se. What Kathleen Kennedy understands is making a blockbuster movie, and that's it. That's
making a huge what?
She doesn't understand fans, but she understands how to make a blockbuster movie. Like
what?
If she's gonna make something that prints money, what does it matter if you like it or not? I mean, well, that's a totally ridiculous thing.
Guys, get the shirt. Get the shirt. Our Teespring link is down below. My goodness. You got to be kidding me. So she doesn't understand fans, but she knows how to make a blockbuster film.
What? It's like is there an instruction manual that she forgot to bring with her? Like when Lucasfilm was absorbed by Disney? Is that what's missing here? 3 hours from Long Island.
See you there.
Yeah.
Nice.
9-hour car drive, baby. We can do it.
Oh my gosh. It would almost be worth it. It would almost be worth it.
Pretty much all there is to it for her.
Can you imagine the response if we actually like saw him on the street and was like, "Excuse me, Mike, we got a couple of questions for you, Mike."
He'd be like, "Oh shoot!" One of us, we'd walk up behind him with a dartboard and like the logo.
And the logo, and like film his show like right there on the street. There's like a whole crew of us, like 5 of us, who like put it together, and we got like a wall with the dartboard or just a green screen, so we could throw it in later and just be like, we follow behind him like while I'm up in front with a microphone talking to him and try to ask him questions as Mark Uno asking him questions. Oh my gosh,
that'd be fantastic.
It was Man Bear Pig, guys. I'm super serial. Super serial. For sure.
Right? She doesn't really understand what Star Wars is.
No.
At the end of the day, what it means within the fans' hearts.
No. Has no idea.
When we look at Brie Larson's take on this, it's no different than Kathleen Kennedy's. It's no different than Leslie Headland's, and let alone Rian Johnson's.
You don't even know Leslie Headland's ideas on Star Wars yet, Mike, because Leslie Headland hasn't even revealed anything about what she's doing with Star Wars yet, for God's sake.
No, he's got he's got her name. That's it. Like he doesn't. Brie Larson hasn't even, unless I'm wrong, unless there is an interview out there somewhere, I haven't even read what her opinions are on Star Wars.
Well, he's reading it to you right now.
Well, that's right. He's telling us. He can't show us.
No, he can't show us. He can't tell us who did the interview. Doomcock is Al Gore.
Like Billy on the street. Like
yes, yes. Oh my gosh, can you imagine doing that? Billy
Brie Larson says that she hates Star Wars fans. What do you think?
Okay.
Brie Larson says MCU fans are stupid.
No, okay, I can't reveal too much. But this is really funny, Geeks Cosmic, because you don't know. I actually have a plan. I have literally a note in my phone about Mike Zeroh ideas or Mark Uno ideas. One of my Mark Uno ideas is to randomly go up to people on the street with a microphone and say Mike Zeroh thumbnail taglines. Like so like subject of this video, and just see what their reaction is. And so that's awesome. That is like, yes, I think I might need to have that happen.
That'd be great, especially at Comic-Con. You'd throw some people out for a loop.
That's what I want. You know what? So I have my I think I just found my my Halloween costume for our annual Halloween party here at the Poindexter Lounge that we have. And so I think I'm going to go as Mark Uno. So and call it Uno on the street.
Yes.
I think that'd be hilarious, actually. If I get to go back to Comic-Con, go as Mark Uno, and just because that'd be a cosplay that I could actually get away with if I want to take a picture with a celebrity or something like that. I could still look decent and still look normal, somewhat, but be able to take the hat off or do whatever. But yeah, that's hilarious. Yes, I need to make that happen now and just do man on the street.
They're all within the same camp here, right? So we got Brie Larson obviously praising Captain Marvel and how she's so excited to work on Captain Marvel 2 and how Captain Marvel, in her mind, is the best Marvel film.
Because I made all that up just to make her look bad.
Just to trash her.
Just to trash her, make her look like she's all about herself, and that's all
Silly
she cares
woman.
about. Right? She's
the woman things.
Right? Oh, you actually feel sorry for Brie Larson.
Too hard. She doesn't deserve it. No.
He's got a couple of words there for Mike Zeroh.
Not a big surprise, really, because she is in it, but not also a big surprise because they really tried to make that character the most powerful one in the latest Avengers film. They really
That's an old story that really just doesn't even hold true.
It's not because okay. I don't think he's ever opened a comic book in his life, but
probably not. And did he actually see the movies?
I mean, there's whatever.
I know.
Whatever. Okay.
R2 is very opinionated about
tried
this.
to push for that. So when we go ahead and actually examine what has happened with Star Wars, obviously they had a rough decline. We saw this with The Last Jedi. We saw this with The Rise of Skywalker.
Did they?
Now they are slowly making baby steps to really driving that incline of Star Wars. They really want to drive it to the success of the MCU. However, I would actually beg to differ that
why does everything have to compare to the MCU? I'm sorry.
You're your own thing, R2. Oh. You've been your own thing up to this point. Star Wars, you've been in Star Wars this whole time. You should know.
But why? Seriously, it just bothers me because anytime, I think that's a really ridiculous talking point that people need to get away from. Oh, there's a Batman movie with Robert Pattinson coming out. Yakety schmackety. Let's compare it to the MCU. Why? There's the Power Rangers movie that came out a few years ago was pretty good, but let's compare it to the MCU because they didn't. Why?
Because everything, Johnny, has to be compared to the MCU.
Oh my gosh! The Venom movie with Tom Hardy. I don't know. It doesn't matter if you didn't like it. I thought it was a fun movie, but then people were complaining that it doesn't really fit into the MCU. Well, who cares? It was a neat take on the character.
Well, guys, I'm sorry. I sat there and listened to Johnny go on and on and on with reality and talking about things that actually made sense. And we all know that we can only take so much of that. Am I right, buddy? No, you're right. Yeah, but we love Johnny, but sometimes Johnny just gets a little out of hand, starts talking too much truth. Oh, we caught him drinking. See, that's the problem.
I'm drinking
Johnny.
Tea.
Oh, okay.
No,
I know. I know.
I know. I'm just, me and
It's silly. Everything's got to compare back to the MCU for some reason, and I'm not sure why, but it does.
The MCU looks like it may very well be going into the more Star Wars direction when Kathleen Kennedy had full creative control. You see how they're entering more of that woke culture now on Disney Plus and what they have planned for future films.
Hey, this is Justin Wayne with the Voter
Whoa. I don't know who that is. Hold on.
Long-haired hippie people suddenly appearing on my screen.
He looks like a cool dude. I don't know. He might be. I don't know. All right, but
into with identity politics and real-world agendas being thrown into these new TV shows and movies from Marvel.
We haven't even seen the TV shows from Marvel yet.
No, we haven't.
Right?
But because they have... Okay, so... Well, think about it. WandaVision, one of the lead characters is a female.
Oh.
She-Hulk, lead character's female.
Oh.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier, One of the lead characters in that is black. So obviously that means Disney's woke.
Real world stuff
They're
should not.
They're shoving it in your face.
Real world stuff should not have any place in our nerd culture whatsoever, man. Man.
Just whatever.
And Star Wars already.
I mean, there's women in real life. Why would women be superheroes even?
I know, right? Good God forbid. They already had to shove Wonder Woman in my face. Come on, man.
Come on, man. And you know, and it's not like there was ever any women Jedi. All of a sudden we got women Jedi running all over the place. Come on.
Mara who?
What's up with that? Come on.
Dealt with that at least on some scale, and that now George, John, and Dave are actually trying to reverse all of that.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
What? Like how? Like what did they put in there that was so bad?
What did they put into the Mandalorian? Because so far that's all they've done is the Mandalorian. Let's get that straight. Also Dave Filoni, creator of Ahsoka Tano.
Yes.
Prominent female.
Wait, she's a female.
I mean, I assume she is. I should be a little bit more woke than that, actually, and maybe maybe she doesn't identify as a female. She just looks, like a cisgendered female. But I could be totally wrong. I mean, there's nothing really about that species that I would know personally, Johnny, to know for sure that she's a female. I mean, so I could be completely wrong, and I should actually.
I know. There's only the only thing that I can think of that would really throw fuel on this fire, because Doomcock is all about like, oh, Disney and Lucasfilm are woke. They're woke. They're shoving it in your face. If Dr. Aphra shows up,
oh my gosh,
these guys will flip out.
Oh my god, dude! I already have I have a Dr. Aphra action figure right here next to me. So I mean, it's already happened, and she just happens. This is prophetic. She's right above my two Mandalorian action figures, one of which is the Mandalorian, the other one's Cara Dune, who is also a female.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Just saying, like, that's the only thing I was thinking about this the other day. Like, what would really throw the Phantom Menace for a loop was if Aphra showed up in the Mandalorian or in one of these other Star Wars shows that's coming up.
Oh my gosh.
Because these guys, the Phantom Menace guys, they don't read the comic books, so they don't know what kind of role, Aphra's played in some of the other stuff, but like, whatever. I mean, it's strong.
Female. They're part of my family, apparently. They're females. Does that make me a female? Okay, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Enosh, female.
I am a female. My son Landon is also a female. I've always felt like a female. Most of my life, actually. From the time I was born, I knew that there was something different about me, that I was a female. So there you have it. I felt like I needed to make that very apparent that I am definitely a male.
Oh, you're officially no longer allowed to be a Star Wars fan now.
I can't be in Star Wars, apparently, according to the
you have to pack all that stuff up,
You can see how it's almost like an inversion here, where you have Star Wars, the fact that they already took that route somewhat, and now they're trying to make a U-turn, and now you got Marvel going down.
Why? Come on, for God's sake! Because Rey was a female and I'm sorry, crushed all your little boy hopes and dreams because she flew the Falcon, and because she became the heir apparent to Luke Skywalker into the whole thing, that all of a sudden it's so horrible that they went in a completely different route than what you ever hoped and dreamed, because because Kylo Ren wasn't the boy leader of everybody, and they actually put a female for once. 6 movies that came before this movie, and for once they put a female as the lead and to be the main Jedi. Y'all didn't freak out when there were female Jedi in the prequels, but that's because they were in the background, right? And they were in the background, and so as long as the women are in the background, they weren't like actually on the Jedi Council. You know, we totally missed that deleted scene where they're like they look at. I know, right? That they look at Yaddle and Ada Sakura and Shakti, and they said, "Well, you're a member of this council, but you're only here to make us sandwiches." Like we totally lost that, right? And so come on, get off it already! For God's sakes, you had 6 movies that came, and you got 3 movies. 3 of the 9 movies where there's a lead female protagonist, and all you can come up with is she's the bestest ever. Well, you know what? Wasn't Luke Skywalker the bestest ever for 3 of the movies? Wasn't Anakin Skywalker the bestest ever for 3 movies? What is wrong with you people, for God's sake? Like, are you that insecure about your own manhood that you can't stand to see a female be a Jedi for freaking 3 movies? And you're worried that Brie Larson's going to come in and steal my Star Wars. Good Lord. It's, you know what? It's everybody's Star Wars. It's not just your boy Star Wars. And you know what? You're actually going down a whole different route if you want to see nothing but boys in Star Wars, okay? You just want males in Star Wars? That's all you want? Yeah, you know what? They make videos like that, and I think you know where I'm going with that. What is your problem, for God's sake? It's supposed to be inclusive of everyone without having to say it's inclusive of everyone. For God's sake, it's got men, women, children. They're actually kid Jedis. I mean, the one kid is actually George Lucas's son, Jet Lucas, who gets killed. I got his action figure right up here myself, and he gets killed in episode 3. Like, what is wrong with you people, for God's sake? And Mike, you weren't always this way. You just used to make up stupid stuff, and now you've gone full fandom menace. You've gone fully over to the dark side because you see that it gets your clicks and your views, and you get people to actually come on board with you. And you've been that way since just before the rise of Skywalker, where all of a sudden you're like putting out videos like how I really feel it. I think I need to come clean and tell the truth now, and clickbaited everyone into thinking that you were actually going to reveal that you're the idiot that you are for putting out horrible negative videos about people and negative videos about Star Wars. And then you just went full tilt dumb and sit there and go on about how, oh yeah, now it's all getting taken over by Brie Larson and stuff, when Brie Larson has never once even been talked about besides from you and Doomcock and the fandom menace regarding Star Wars. There are no reports of her anywhere of doing anything with Star Wars except for the fact that she auditioned for the first one for episode 7, like we said. What is your problem? Why are you guys this dumb that you guys literally got to take it to this kind of level that you have this much of a problem? You're this threatened. Who cares at this point if Brie Larson's in Star Wars? Like, you guys seriously, I mean, at the point, like, I don't give a crap if Brie Larson ends up in Star Wars or not. I don't give a crap about Brie Larson's YouTube channel, but y'all are about ready to turn me into a Brie Larson fan, I swear, because...
Or a Josh Gad fan.
Never.
Dude, but that's... You're right, though. I mean, it's so ridiculous, because as long as it's written, directed well, you know, it acted well, what does it matter? If it tells a good story, I mean, come on.
You're right, Sideline. Enash feels a way about this.
Yeah,
I do. I'm just so sick about this.
It's just stupid.
I'm so over this. I'm so done with this whole narrative that Rey was such a horrible character and we just don't like it and stuff. Look, you're entitled to your opinion, but for the love of God, for the love of Mike, let it go.
Oh, but he's just,
Cylon's right. Rey was a much better character, although now flawless in execution, and was much better than Hayden Christensen's Anakin.
Well, I think yes.
I will give you Revenge of the Sith. Okay? And I will give you only moments in Revenge of the Sith. Because look, I love Revenge of the Sith, but don't sit here and try to act to me like Revenge of the Sith is a brilliant masterpiece that has no flaws. Because there is so much bad acting in Revenge of the Sith and just full on like Anakinisms that like are just I mean, like the baby's Anakin's, isn't it? Like, did you see that meme this week that that came out that has the moment between Obi-Wan and Padme, and he's like, the Anakin's the father, isn't he? And she's like, no, Misa been a bad girl. Like, that would have been a great spin on that.
That would have been fantastic. But I mean, it's he's gone full fandom menace, and it's just sad. But I mean, it'd be interesting to see if this is really pushing his view count up.
Yeah. I don't know. Look, I call it the way that I see it, and that's fine. People can disagree with me. Like, I agree.
We're not about making everybody agree with us or like the same thing.
I understand that there are real instances of political correctness that have gone way too far. Yeah. Like everybody's like in a tizzy right now because Supergirl got canceled, and I'm like, okay, good. Because you know what? As much as I love Superman, and you all know that I love Superman, and I love the super family of characters, like I love Supergirl, I love Superboy, I love those stories, I love Lois Lane. We don't get enough Lois Lane, good Lois Lane stories. Like, where are my Lois Lane action figures? I've seen 2. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. I tell it the way it is, and Supergirl was that. It had become such pandering at this point. So I understand it when I see for what it is, but people who are literally
tough,
people who are literally looking for SJW stuff and this agenda, whatever propaganda under every rock. I'm sorry, but that's just not truthful. It's just not reality.
There. It's not there.
I agree.
That route.
You've been
It's a
awfully
very
quiet.
interesting turn of events here between
trying to
Marvel
remain
and
neutral?
Star Wars. Brie Larson's take on Star Wars fandom, on the Star Wars fandom and the Marvel fandom, I just got to say it's completely wrong. I feel that at the end of the day, when it comes to Star Wars, you really do need experienced writers, and I don't believe
that's a direct insult to everybody who's worked on Star Wars.
That's an insult, like, to say that they're not experienced.
The guy who literally says every time, like, lists everybody's name who actually, like, may or may not even be working in Star Wars because he can't write his way out of a paper bag to literally, for that guy who's like J.J. Abrams, Chris Terrio, Bob Nelson, whatever. Like,
yeah,
I know Bob Nelson didn't. You don't know that. Look, you don't know that Bob Nelson didn't work on the movie, okay?
You don't know R2. Come on.
Just because you were in the movie doesn't mean you know everybody who was in the movie, R2. Look, but the thing is like, for that guy to sit there and insult the people who wrote the last Star Wars movies, get off it, Mike.
That the fans create pressure on the writers, the directors, the creators, if you will. And I don't really also believe that the fans are at fault for allowing the studios to really bring out, less quality made movies and or TV shows.
What?
It's really not the fans.
How are the fans for allowing the?
He's saying he's putting the spin on this fake interview that Brie Larson's insinuating that it's the fans' fault for inferior product, but there is no. He only thinks it's inferior. That's just ridiculous.
All of them, Gavin. I love them all. I love Connor and Jonathan.
Do you remember the Superboy show that was on syndication?
I've got it on DVD, man.
Do you really?
Yes, I got, and you can find all 4 seasons of it. Actually, I mean, if you got DC Universe, it's on there actually. But also you can find it on YouTube. That's how I ended up before I was able to find the other seasons. Because all the seasons aren't on DVD actually, but it is on DC Universe, and then also you can find the all 4 seasons. And Gerard Christopher, who played Superboy in seasons 2 through 4,
2 through 4, yeah,
he was fantastic as Superboy, and actually older than Christopher Reeve.
I like how the didn't they go to they went to a college named after Siegel and
Schuster College? Yeah, they went to Schuster College in Florida.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a lot of stuff like that. When I went to the Superman Museum, they had a whole section dedicated to that show because that's like the best live action Bizarro stuff that we ever got. It still sticks in my head to this day.
Bizarro is he's a great villain.
And Metallo, like the guy who played Metallo, they had his outfit there and everything. Oh, dude, I would love to see a Super Sons cartoon with oh my gosh, man, that movie needs to be made.
I know we're way off base, but the DC animated stuff is so good. I would love to see that.
Yes, I would too. For sure, guys. This is it right here. Goth Indo-European. I know.
There you go,
R2 saw your comment, Goth. Oh my gosh. If my son Landon saw this comment right now, Landon would absolutely lose his mind because there are these guys. Have you ever seen these guys? Oh, what's his name? I wish I could remember the two guys. They sit on a couch and they did a bunch of Dr. Phil videos, and they actually have t-shirts that say "Send him to the ranch."
That's awesome.
I just can't think of the name of it right now. I'll have to think of it later. But yes, we got to send Mike to the ranch.
That's great.
That's got to be the next Mike Zero t-shirt that we do. Send Mike Zero to the ranch.
That's perfect.
Oh man, that is fantastic. God, you win my respect tonight for that comment. That comment is fire, as AC would say, as ACS would say. That comment's fire.
Fans' fault. It's really all up to them to stick to the source material, to stick to what the fans actually really want to see deep.
To read the fans' minds, and give them exactly what they wanted to see in their late night fan fiction. That's what the real, like.
Some part of me thinks that J.J. Abrams made episode 9 the way that he did just to prove to people that he can't give you every single thing that you want and make it a good movie.
I know, man. I know.
You know, and here we respect fandom. Trust me, episode 9 is not near the top of my list.
Nope.
So it's not. Okay.
Nope. And that's what they did, was they tried to appeal to every fan and give everybody what they thought they wanted. And look, episode 9 is literally nobody's favorite movie.
No, I mean, it's Star Wars, but I'll watch it, but it's It's like
we're not really asking for all that much.
Sorry,
we're just asking for common sense, right?
We're not asking for much. We're just asking for common sense. The leader of nonsense is calling for common sense. Now remember this, guys. Remember this. We're just looking for common sense. Listen to what Mike has to say here in the next couple minutes.
It's not like they have to listen to every fan of what to do. They just need to listen to what is, common sense here to do. What's the common thing to do in Star Wars? What makes the absolute most sense? In the sequel trilogy's position, the most, at least the very least thing that they could have done is they could have given Luke, the proper story that he deserved. And we've gone over this already before. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, we don't, because there is no one perfect Luke Skywalker.
There is no perfect Skywalker story out there, but whatever.
No, but it gets interesting here in a second.
The other thing is this. Brie Larson, obviously, she's a big Star Wars fan. She loves Star Wars.
She does?
She does. She just said that the fans are the worst thing in the world, according to you, Mike, but okay.
Okay. I know it's double talk. I know R2.
R2's confused.
R2, like, it does not compute. R2's like, does not compute.
And she, given that she is attached to the Leslie Headland Star Wars TV series, we've heard about this a couple of days ago. We went over this of how Brie Larson actually had some creative differences with Leslie and how her character is being rewritten in some aspects. Not a big surprise, really, because at the end of the day, Brie Larson is very much a demanding actress when it comes to the projects that she works on. That's no surprise at all in any way, shape. So I think that obviously we're heading still in a better direction for Star Wars, aside from that Leslie show.
The direction is good, except for the Leslie Headland show
that I know nothing about, and nothing has actually come out about, and there's no information on. But all the rest of Star Wars is great, except for that one show that it's led by a woman, and I don't like that. So Bane R6, you're probably right, and I probably need to take that comment back. And this just goes to show you that I will definitely take my comments back when I feel that I'm wrong. You're right; it's probably somebody's favorite. You know, and that's fine. That's actually fine. Goldman said that on Twitter a couple of weeks ago. He said, you know, like even the worst Star Wars movie, in your opinion, is somebody's favorite, and that's just true.
Except Episode 2, Clone Wars is nobody's favorite.
I actually have a new.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
I know.
Hashtag I love Star Wars. There you go.
Hashtag I love Star Wars. So do I. And Gavin, I know it's off topic, but you're right. Parasite, Metallo, Bizarro, Eradicator, Atomic Skull, Lobo, Cyborg, Superman, Doomsday, Lex Luthor. So many great villains. And I get you're talking about villains probably that we just haven't seen yet. And Brainiac, and there's so many great Superman villains that we have not seen yet.
The new DC animated movie has a fun version of Lobo in there. Check it out.
I got a I still have a hold on a second. Excuse me, R2. I got a bag of Lobo right here. Got a sack of Lobo that I actually haven't put him together. He's a complete figure, but I got him in pieces.
Is that one of those Build-A-Figures?
Yeah, it was a Build-A-Figure, and the thing was I bought the other figures without it because I could get them less expensive, and so I thought that I could find these pieces, cheaper, like to do that, and then this figure shot like way up, and somebody ended up giving me a gift, and so I was able to finally purchase that in the bag, and I got a good deal on it.
But I just have to give you guys my 2 cents on this, is that Brie Larson is wrong. It doesn't make sense.
What
was that?
What did he say? Now remember, friends, Mike Zeroh has stumbled over a lot of words already, but he normally is very particular and precise in what he wants to say.
And we've all agreed that Mike Zeroh might be a lot of things. But he knows what he's doing. He knows the algorithm. He knows what he's doing with this stuff. What did Mike just say there?
Guys, my 2 cents on this is that Brie Larson is wrong. Leslie's show. But I just have to give you guys my 2 cents on this, is that Brie Larson is wrong. It doesn't make sense.
Wait a second. Is that what show are we on?
Did he just say that again? Now, see, here's the thing. I would let it slide, Johnny, if this was the first time.
Yes.
Mike Zeroh now has several times thrown in the term, I want to put in my 2 cents, which he has not before. But all of a sudden, since we started doing this show, Mike Zeroh started putting in stuff like, I just want to put in my 2 cents. This is my 2 cents, whatever. Like this nonsense is common sense, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what this means. Confirmation. R2, you want to tell him? That's right. That's right. Mike Zeroh watches 2 cents on nonsense and the Poindexter Lounge. Right there, folks.
Hashtag Mike Zeroh is watching. Hashtag just like Santa.
Yep. Woohoo! Mike watches.
He's here.
Zeroh is watching. He's here right now. Who is he? Who could he be? Mike Zeroh is the fan of the Poindexter Lounge.
Could it be Geeks Cosmics?
It could be Geeks Cosmics.
Ambassadorial.
Bane R6 is like, he said the thing. Yeah, it could be. Right? Oh, you think it's Bane R6?
Money, it's not a coincidence. It's not.
You think it's Bane R6? Oh, you did the computations? Okay.
Yeah, Bane. There's no picture there. Geeks Cosmics. I am Mike Zeroh.
But see, that makes me not believe it so much, because Mike Zeroh wouldn't necessarily just come out and say, "Yes, it's me. It's me." Right? I don't know, man. I agree. It's not a coincidence. Mike Zeroh knows too much about what he's saying when he says it and stuff. I just don't see that as being a coincidence that he would use. I know you already said that. Well, how many times are you going to say it? He's just excited that Mike Zeroh watches the show, and now
he knows it gets him going. It does.
The fans are not at fault here when it comes to Star Wars and Marvel. Obviously, Marvel is getting a lot more success even now than Star Wars, but now Star Wars is absolutely trying to make a comeback with their TV shows. So like I've said before in the past...
Except for that Leslie woman-led show. That show's awful.
But the Star Wars, Marvel's been more successful than Star Wars. They've also made like 5 times as many Marvel movies in the last 10 years as they've made Star Wars movies. Okay,
Right.
so let's slow your roll here. Okay,
guys, drop a comment below. Let me know think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today,
we did.
We
always do, Mike. We always do. Thank you for watching,
Mike. And your mom's Hot Pockets were great.
Oh, and Mike, if you did enjoy our content for today, please give us that thumbs up button, and also make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for future
And
2 cents on nonsense.
Let us know you're throwing in your 2 cents again there next time.
Do make sure to drop.
Give us a little wink, like give us that old Carol Burnett,
little ear tug,
little ear tug there, that
maybe
that
massage the beard.
Yeah, like give us a little something there to just let us know that you're, just a little, I had to go to the dentist the other day. You guys may have noticed the dimple that was way up here when I had a little abscess going on.
Yeah.
And we got it. We just got to hear the tagline.
Drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Yes, we'll catch you next time, Mike. So there you have it, folks. A lot of interesting stuff with this one for sure.
He's so good at what he does.
But what was this? And I'll catch you
next time. So, Mike, maybe next time, just give us a little something here. Throw in a few actuallys or something, maybe. I don't know.
Yep, I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I know. It is what it is. It is what it is. But
I'm gonna share this video so I can see future content. Durf.
Brian.
That's great.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Bane's like, sweet release. I got my 2 cents for the I got my nonsense for the week. Oh my gosh.
Man, that's just like I no attack personally, but it's just your content's gotten ridiculous, Mike. As if it wasn't bad before. Like, it was ridiculous before and funny. Now it's just like, now you're walking the line of like angry, bad, stupid. Like,
yeah, it just seems to get worse as time goes by because it was mentioned earlier, like he's doing less videos now, so it's almost like he's having a hard time. He's stumbling over a lot of stuff now, it seems, and it seems like he is having a little bit of a harder time to actually get stuff out, like almost with a straight face, almost with it
doesn't see with the others, with the crazy theories of like, who was going to be the next villain and who's going to play who and what's going to happen in the story. It was one thing. Like, he seemed, he was able to act excited about it, right? And put some excitement in there. But with this stuff, it just doesn't even sound like his heart's into it.
Yeah, it just seems like he's kind of like lost heart. Wouldn't you say, R2? Okay. All right. Yeah, R2 agrees. Well, hey guys, thanks for joining us tonight. It's only the best for Mike Zeroh. Yes. Totino's Pizza Rolls and Philly Cheese Hot Pockets. That is game, ladies. That's game.
Choice.
Oh my gosh. He says it used to be ridiculous, but now it's just cringe. Yeah, it's almost like you can see like the last of it trying to hold on to something, and it's just not there. And he's just not getting the views. He's not getting the clicks that he. Right, I know. It's hard when you're not getting those views and clicks anymore, R2. I mean, it is what it is. But we wish Mike the best. And I would really like to see Mike one day when he ends this shtick. Finally.
Yes.
And what'd be a cool thing actually is to see Mike Zeroh do a it feels like he's a heel right now. It'd be nice to see him do a face turn. Like, and just come out and go, hey guys, you know what? You've all known for years that I know.
like a behind the curtain video.
Yeah.
Here's where I come up with stuff.
Here's how it is.
This is the toilet where I sit and come up with my theories.
This is how it's been for years now. And this is what I do. And you guys have known, but you know what? Now I would like to actually talk about real Star Wars news. I would like to talk about real things in general, maybe expand my views on stuff and different movies and things. Because when he first came out, Mike Zeroh did a lot of different movie reviews and TV reviews and just
Oh, yeah.
different stuff. And so I would love to see him go back to something like that because look, he's got a following, and I think that he would actually probably do really well if he just came out and said, "Look, guys, yeah, it's been a troll, it's been a fun thing," and he would go down in infamy then. You know, right now he's dying a slow death right now on the internet. You know, because people are you can't take him seriously.
Well, because the thing is, like, the fandom menace is done better by Doomcock. The theatrics, the anger, he does it better than Mike Zeroh. So if Mike Zeroh is going to be full fandom menace now, he's got to be better than that.
Yeah. Well, Goth brings up things. Same with GTA 5 clickbait channels. Most have moved on to other games, so Mike will eventually move on to something new. I hope so. I hope so for sure. I like this. We need to behind the music, the rise and fall of Zeroh.
That'd be great.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. And yes, I've got to do this. The Mark Uno on the street. I'm just gonna pull up a bunch of little cards with a bunch of just titles on there and see people's natural reaction to
that'd be great. Kind of like when you found me on the street when we were talking about He-Man.
Yes, if you guys don't remember this, you can go back. You're so right. I pulled up on Johnny.
Wow.
I didn't
think
realize
I was that bad, R2, but whatever.
Well, he gave you a little whistle there at the end, Johnny. I don't know, man. I think you might be losing a little bit. It may be a little lost in translation there. Silence says, I disagree. Mike Zeroh is better at it because it's subtle. He's tapped into fandom menace and comes across as authentic to that group. You know what's weird though? And he says Doomcock is extravagant, but that makes him less authentic in my opinion anyway. What's weird about that, Cylon, is
good comments, Cylon.
Yeah, very good comments. What's interesting, Doomvic. I totally missed that. What's interesting about that, Cylon, is the fact that they both have won over their prospective audiences, it seems. And like they have people in their back pocket, and these people, it's like they don't understand the shtick. They don't understand the joke. It's like they're not in on the joke, you know? And that's a weird thing to me, to be able to look at these people and see their content, and that people don't get it. You know, like that they don't get that this is a thing. Oh, hey, to answer the question, Bane. So we are, man. We have, that's how we met, actually, was in classes. Yeah. What I was talking about, what he was talking about is we were in Kansas City for a convention, and we were there completely separate. And I was making I just happened to be making a Poindexter Lounge video when I was on the streets, because we were in between sessions and stuff, and I was walking back to my hotel, which was right across the street from the convention center, and I saw Johnny walking across the street, and the news had just come out. Actually, it was the first official news about He-Man being made, and boy, how far have we come since then, Johnny?
Oh, I know.
Oh my gosh, you know, we're still no closer to that movie getting made. But I saw Johnny walking past, and I knew that Johnny's like into this whole stuff, and I was just like, hey, by the way, here's a random guy on the street. Let's just pull this guy out and see what he has to say about He-Man, the He-Man movie getting made. And so we have the video here. So if you look that up here on the channel, it's a good video. It's fun. And we talked about like who would play He-Man, like, you know, who could actually pull that off, you know, and all that fun stuff. So yeah, but yeah, Cylon, I agree. It's interesting, because people seem to take both Mike Zeroh and Doomcock as authentic, and it's pretty obvious that they're pandering to, I mean, especially just look at the video that we just watched tonight, guys. The video that we watched tonight, when he's going on about Brie Larson, talking about that, like, you know, she hates the Star Wars fans. The Star Wars fans, you know, just are horrible people. The Marvel fans are horrible people, and she thinks that her Marvel movie is the best movie. Like, if that's not trying to pander, right? Yeah, I know. Exactly, R2. If that's not pandering to an exact group of people, I don't know what is. but they won't get that. They won't, like, the people watching this don't get it. And look, I would love to be able to dismiss it as they're a bunch of 12-year-olds and they just don't understand how the real world works. But I know a lot of grown adults who've watched this stuff, and they
yeah. I mean, and maybe Doomcock has, his Friday night frolics where he's live and does all this crazy stuff. I think that really people love that he engages with them in that kind of way. So
yes.
Maybe, I don't know. People see it as authentic. People see it as validation for the way they feel. It's sad. It's sad that people want to feel that way, because hashtag I love Star Wars, and I don't want to be angry about it.
Exactly. I don't want to be angry about it. Exactly. Mike used to look like he worked at a Blockbuster. Doomcock made fun of him when it was shut down. Yeah. But it's weird because these guys are all in cahoots now, and they're pandering to the same people. And so I don't know. But hey, guys, we made it through yet another 2 cents on nonsense. It's been a while, and Johnny and I are going to get together here and come up for the holiday season. We're going to watch the holiday special here coming up, and we want you guys to be a part of that. That one we will not be pausing. We're just going to watch it straight through and just comment, and you guys can comment as we watch it. And if you've never seen the holiday special, I will tell you this: that'll be the time to watch the holiday special, is to watch it with us.
So good.
See it for what it is, because the holiday special is. Right? Yeah, the holiday special is best watched with somebody, not by yourself. And R2, you're in the holiday special, aren't you?
Yeah. He's like, unfortunately, yes.
He's like, You know what I love? You know what I love is I don't control what he says, ladies and gentlemen. He picks what he's going to say, and that's it. So, but yeah, you're in there. You're in there, and and so we're gonna do the holiday special, but I'm sure we'll do a couple of these before that goes, because we can't go another 3 weeks.
No,
because too much stuff happens. So so join us for that, and then give us some ideas. Like I love. Oh, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Give us your ideas for 2 cents on nonsense. If you guys see nonsense that's out there, I'd love to hear what you guys are watching. And yeah, I know some of you guys have sent some ideas and some things, and so we will get to that as we can. Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you
for joining me. I appreciate appreciate you being here, man.
You're always love being here.
Always great having you here in the lounge. And thank you, R2, from coming from the Nicotina show. Appreciate you, man.
Dude's like, Nicotina,
where'd he go? Where does he know I'm here?
help me, Nicotina. You're my only hope.
Yeah. So you're going to be on the Nicotina show later tonight at in about an hour and 20 minutes on the Nicotina show, and so everybody should go over and support Nicotina.
Yes.
And let him know that we sent you over tonight, and so go show him some love. Go watch R2. That's his. Yeah, I know you're the main sidekick on that show, which is cool. But now I hear that now you have some competition from the child. Is that true? And I heard that you don't really get along too well with the child.
No, they don't get along well.
Tis true. But hey, guys, thank you for all joining us tonight. We always have a lot of fun with you guys, and we enjoy your input. And remember, just remember, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Zeroh watches 2 cents on nonsense. That's right. He knows we exist, and so that's fun. That's fun to know. That's fun to know. Also, don't forget to pick up your Zero Credibility T-shirt or your Take 2 of these and Don't Hold Me Responsible in the Morning Doomcock T-shirt. I know it's a good T-shirt, R2. They're both great T-shirts. They're both great T-shirts. Like I said, thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. You're fantastic. And then to our three new Patreon supporters, I'm going to get you guys your names on this list. And don't forget, anybody who does this, who becomes a Patreon supporter, you are in the running for this month's giveaway, which is the triple pack of the Matrix trilogy along with the Animatrix. And so you can be looking forward to that this month. And this week I promised Gavin, because I know I promised. Yes, I know I promised, R2. I've said it before. I know, and it's been one eternity later. I get it. Yes, I know. But we're going to get memberships up and running this week. for anybody who wants to be a member, and that'll also put you in the running for the giveaway of the month. And then tomorrow we will reveal our nerd question of the week, which will be for another comic book. So lots of stuff, lots of fun stuff happening here on the channel, and look forward to it. Also, don't forget, we also do have other items that you can pick up and have fun. And then, like I said, we got a couple of really cool interviews coming up. I'm going to be interviewing Steve Alton, who wrote The Meg.
Yes,
that's awesome. He's got a lot of cool stuff happening that we're going to talk about. And so, yeah, it's a good time to be a nerd, folks. It's definitely a good time to be a nerd. So stay nerdy. Don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter. Don't let anybody tell you that you have to hate Brie Larson. I mean, look, let your own opinion be a Brie Larson, whatever you want your opinion to be a Brie Larson. Don't rely upon anybody else to tell you. Also, go to the Milee Store, where, remember, if you go to the Milee Store on eBay and you mention Poindexter Lounge, you get 10% off your purchase, or toys are buy two, get one free when you mention the Poindexter Lounge. So make sure to do that as well. Well, guys, until next time, my name is Enosh, aka Enosh Vet, along with
Johnny Pop.
And where can we find you, Johnny?
You can find me on Twitter at @the_Johnny_Pop, or you can find me on Instagram that way as well. So always looking to hang out, talk with people. I've met some really, really cool folks here in the lounge. So excited.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And don't ever forget
that I am a Palpatine.
I am a Palpatine. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay nerdy, and always make sure to make your 2 cents known on any nonsense you encounter. We thank you so very much for the kind support, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.